Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the, basically at the Bulla stage, which is stage 5 of the Heart-Pounding Heroine Battle. Now, you are going to need to complete this stage and complete all the missions for Pepe Gal's units, but more specifically you're going to need some orb changes, whether they're rainbow or not. And you are going to need to have some sealing. Without these, you are going to run into some significant problems. Basically, how Bulla works is she has 100% damage reduction. For every single normal type orb that you obtain, you will slowly fill up her bar. Whenever you fill up her bar, she will change phase to another version of the same Bulla. When she changes phase, what will end up happening is she will reduce her damage reduction. She starts with 100% damage reduction, she goes down to 80, 60, 40, 20, and then 0. The big thing is with Bulla, she requires more orbs each and every single time to change her phase. It's also very important to note that each time she changes her phase, her status effects from the previous phase will be cleared. So if you have her stunned, for example, she'll be unstunned. If you have her sealed, she'll be unsealed. This is very, very important because Bulla can fire 2 types of super attacks. She has a guaranteed chance of firing these super attacks, and on top of that as well, they can be either 1.3 million in damage or they will be 17 million in damage. As far as I understand, the 17 million damage one is guaranteed to be in the 3rd slot, but I can't guarantee that for real. I can't confirm if that is the case. It just seems to be that way. So you have to make sure you do one of 2 things. Firstly, you need to make sure that you have orb changes to be able to generate enough orbs to bring her down to around about the 60-40% mark. Getting her to the 0% mark is really hard, even with a double orb changer in the form of physical Kefla. I pretty much think I ended up stopping at 20% or 40% left, which is fine. You can start to really do damage to her then, as long as you have 1 or 2 high damage dealers. But the big thing is, at a certain point, you will really feel that orbs requirement kind of really steeping up. With Bulla, what I did was I made sure I had a sealer on each rotation. I also made sure I had a floating sealer as well. And I made sure I had stunners, because the thing is with Bulla is that she can have her attack and defense lowered, she can be stunned, she can be sealed. So as long as you have the right status effects, you should be fine. Me personally, if you have strength Kefla, which you can see me have here, or you have your own strength Videl, I would suggest actually taking another int Ribrianna and just having both int Ribrianna on both rotations as the first unit. The reason being is quite simple. Int Ribrianna debuffs Bulla already by 40% attack. She will guaranteed seal Bulla as well, and she builds her defense and with every single attack. So what ends up happening is that she actually ends up being relatively tanky. For example, my int Ribrianna did tank a 1.3 million super from Bulla when she was unable to get off the seal before Bulla attacked. For the first couple turns, Bulla won't attack first, but after like the 3rd phase of damage reduction decrease, Bulla will then attack you before you can super. So there is a chance that she'll super you, or she will super you before that occurs. So you will need to make sure that you have a unit that can tank that or evade that to a certain degree. I found Oceana's Shenron worked very nicely here, especially if you can put her in the 2nd slot. She can do a really good job with both her stunning and her debuffing and her sealing. So she's great to have in the 2nd slot. You do need a damage dealer, because like I said, getting to 0% damage reduction is hard. So on one rotation, having a big time damage dealer, whether that is strength Kefla or strength Videl, or whichever way you want to look at it, that's fine, but you just need to make sure that you have that. If you do have that, then you'll be more than good to go. so you shouldn't really have any major issues. Honestly speaking, this was pretty fun. I won't say it was the hardest event or anything, but it was at least fun. Like, it was a good event. It required me to change up the teams a little bit. It's still, so far, Enter Brianna is definitely the best. Not best, I say, but is definitely probably the most useful unit so far, just because of how amazingly strong she is. But yeah, I definitely would say, as of now, that this wasn't too bad. I think it was pretty fun. It's nice to see that there's a lot of mechanics going into these fights and a lot of interesting things that they're doing, so I do think it's really cool. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.